Hey guys, this is Daniel.
And Matthew, and we are
And we are that damn brand. Oh, that was really off.
That one was very off, yeah.
Oh well.
Joining us today is the lovely Melody360, or Melody as she likes to be known. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Melody.
Hi, well, I'm a big nerd. I'm a cosplayer. I have my own show. Yeah, it's just a bunch of girls getting together to talk about nerdy stuff. I'm a bartender. Yeah, so I can help you with your alcohol and your games and costumes sometimes.
That sounds awesome. Is there... Well, because I met Melody at the Stream Texas event this previous weekend. Met a lot of awesome people, but Melody was kind enough to agree to come onto our podcast and talk with you lovely people. So I know a little bit, but just to kind of explain a little bit more about your gaming history, I guess, is what are some of your favorite games that you've played?
Well, to be honest, main reason why I got on Twitch was because of Code 1. And if you don't know what it is, it's Knights of the Old Republic 1. So when the online version came out, I was distraught that no one knew the first and second game. Let's be honest. It started, that was basically first game that came out. Is the reason why we're this far in the gaming industry. What you do affects your character, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, the storyline is so great, that I had to do the online and school some people on how to play the game, what it's really about. So that's why I started Twitch, and I kind of fell in love with the community and the people, and I'm like, you know what, this is my world. I'm a true nerd. Let's just embrace it.
Nice. Cool, yeah. Well, I mean, so far, you seem like very friendly and nice, and, your gaming history is awesome. So we hope to be in that same position at one point. But tell us a little bit more about your cosplay, if you don't mind.
No, of course not. So we're part of a group called CB Cosplay. It's cheap B Cosplay. Basically, that's my cosplays. So my favorite one is always going to be Magikarp. I made a life-size Magikarp. So that took me 6 hours or less. So we did that, yeah.
You might have to send us a picture of that so we can throw up on screen once I edit this.
I definitely will. It's fantastic.
That's cool. That's very cool.
But I'm working on a big costume right now, and it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. So you get to see it come apart if you see me in person. So it's gonna be great.
Awesome. Where are you planning on wearing that to?
So I'm thinking about revealing it at Alma City Comic Con, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm not going to promise it's going to be done, but we'll see 2 weeks before the convention if it's done yet, or I haven't started.
Cool. All right. Well, so since you were talking about cosplay, that leads us into our first official topic, and we wanted to mention gaming apparel. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because there was an article on Kotaku recently where they talked about, I forgot what company it was, I think it was Puma. They released Sonic the Hedgehog sneakers, and they look pretty cool. They're blue, and they have like some gold on the side, and very, I don't know, kind of reminiscent of Sonic games. But the reason why they posted is because they said they're very hairy. I guess like the outside of the shoes are kind of, I don't know, hairy. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a shoe guide, but I showed it to Daniel, and he originally was like, Sonic the Hedgehog shoes, yeah, I want those, that's cool. But he thought it was the actual shoes that Sonic wears in the games, Like I think that would have been cool if they released actual shoes that are like white with or red with the white circle.
I would have got them.
Yeah, I think that would have been cool.
Or do what Kobe did. Come out with different shoes depending on different year of the game that came out.
Like Sonic Adventure and
yes.
Yeah. I'd buy Chow shoes. That would be cool.
Right? Everybody has these shoe collections. Might as well have a nerdy shoe collection.
For sure. There probably is like a nerdy shoe company or something. We just are not in the loop, or maybe it's just not big.
I know we have it for heels, but I don't know about guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got for heels.
Are there any ones in particular you like from the heels?
I mean, I love the Joker. Let's be honest here. It's absolutely fantastic. But I hate heels, so it's a problem. It's a love-hate relationship.
I didn't even know those existed.
Yes, look it up. It's fantastic.
Nice. So, regarding gaming apparel, like, do you think that it's like a little bit different in terms of, you know, obviously you're a woman, so do you think that it's, I don't know, it's kind of like how it is with video games, like, you know, you play an RPG and the women don't really get like cool armor and stuff. It's just kind of like, how can it accentuate their features the best? So do you feel it's kind of the same way with, like, you know, gaming apparel? Like, they don't really make cool women, like, stuff for women, like women's shirts, women's accessories, I guess?
I'll be honest, I think they make more women clothing that's nerdy than males because, A, you got the tank tops, you got the bras, you got the underwears, you got the high heels. Male is just regular t-shirt and hats. And that's something that females can wear as well. But, yeah.
Do you have any comment on that, Daniel?
I'm not familiar with the female nerd apparel, so I can't really comment.
Well, I mean, not necessarily from the nerd female side, but I mean, just in general, because they do make like male, you know, gaming boxers and that sort of thing. But I would agree that yes, the selection for women is probably greater. But
I think there's just more types of clothing for women in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Walmart does not offer, and I'll specify, they don't offer female nerdy clothes. Because, come on. Get on with it, Walmart. Like, I need that $3 shirt. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've gotten some decent shirts from Walmart there when they're like less than $8 section or whatever. So moving on, we wanted to talk about some game re-releases that are coming out soon. Specifically, Shenmue, first of all. Have you played Shenmue, Melody?
No, school me on it.
I don't know if I'll be able to school you on it, but Shenmue, and not Shamu, by the way, was a Japanese game series that originally originated on the Sega Dreamcast, and it was kind of like it was an RPG, but it was a little more, I think, action-y or like QTE, quick time events oriented. But it was really well received and very beloved. People loved it, and they released Shenmue 2 like way after the fact. Not even on Dreamcast. I think it came out on Xbox and PlayStation or something like that.
I think 1 and 2 were on Dreamcast. It was 3 that was on Xbox.
I don't even think 3's... Has 3 been released?
I believe so.
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Man, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Shenmue series, but the reason why I mentioned it is because they are re-releasing Shenmue 1 and 2. It's going to be coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC as one package, Shenmue 1 and 2. So if you missed your chance, like apparently we all did, to actually play through the games, you're going to have a chance coming up soon. And then... I don't know if I had a chance to tell Melody specifically, but I know Daniel's aware of this. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. There's some stuff behind me. I got little pops and stuff. I actually have a Mega Man tattoo. Like, anyway. But because of that, the game re-releases Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 is also coming out soon. And so the Mega Man X series it was kind of a different version than the old school NES games. Did you ever play any of those?
I did, but how different is it?
Well, they added in like hidden things. Like in the first Mega Man X, you could do specific actions on the levels to actually unlock the Hadouken from Street Fighter, which is cool. It was a one-hit kill on bosses, and I don't know. It was just innovative, I guess is probably the word. So I like the Mega Man X series.
No, it's pretty good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'll give it a try.
It's all good. And then after that, we got Crash Bandicoot. I never played any of those. Did you guys play any of those?
I played the first one.
Negative. How was it?
It was a good platformer. I enjoyed it a lot. It was more restricted than like Mario 64, but it was a good game.
What would you relate it to? Like what's it about? What's the gameplay like?
It was, think about the old school Marios where you're 2D going to the sideway or maybe an overhead, but it's a lane going in one direction. So you can move side to side and up It was like wasn't it Sony's flagship like when they launched?
Mm-hmm.
The original PlayStation, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game. It was fun, and a lot of people have nostalgia for that since Naughty Dog was originally Sony's baby, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it'll be cool. And then going along with this nostalgia trip is also the Spyro series being re-released as well. And I think they're also making a Spyro, like a new Spyro game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're making a new Crash game too.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it goes usually. They do the re-release and then they have the new game so they can tie them in. So.
And yeah, Spyro's another one of those characters that when I see, I think PS1.
Yeah, it's classic, beloved.
Yeah, exactly.
Good old memories.
Well, so like going back to KOTOR for a minute, like I told you I played through it way back when. I was thinking about it after the fact, and I'm like, KOTOR was when I think I was like a freshman in high school. It was a long time ago.
It's very, very old. Very
Yeah.
old. It's so amazing. Storyline's amazing. But speaking of old games, did you guys ever play Legend of Dragoon?
Yes,
I'm not.
What?
it was an old Square Enix game.
Yes!
Yes.
So good. So good. I'm hoping they should, even if they're not. If they're watching this video, they need to remake it because I'm very interested in playing it.
Yeah, it's known as one of the best RPGs that Square ever made,
Mhm.
and the fan base has been asking for a sequel or maybe even a remake for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah. I've signed a petition multiple times, I'll be honest.
Nice. Maybe they can do like a Kickstarter or a Patreon or something.
That would be great. I will volunteer to help out.
Can I volunteer as tributes?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
3 people over here.
That'd be cool. What other classic games do you like?
Pong. Let's be honest. I love Pong. I'm killer at it. Duck Hunt. Can't forget about that. Mario. Mario. It's fantastic. Super Mario's. Zelda. Come on. Zelda. Classic. So
Sure.
great. Yeah. Staying up late. Playing the crap out of it with your friends and drinking Coca-Cola Vanilla Coke. So,
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever play Mario RPG?
no. I think it's fun.
That is a damn good game.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
man.
Because it was made by Square Enix.
Right.
Right before they're falling out with Nintendo.
Yep. They were.
That's
So, I don't know if you were aware of this, because some people don't,
Mhm.
but originally Sony was going to make a console with Nintendo. Like, they were partnered up together. And so
Right.
the PlayStation was originally going to be the Nintendo PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
But they couldn't agree on the format. Like Nintendo wanted to
Mhm.
stick with cartridges, and Sony wanted to go to discs because they could
Mhm.
hold more. And so they just kept butting heads. So they split, and Sony did its own thing, Nintendo did its own thing, and just went from there. I think it came out like a while back that somebody actually had found one of the prototypes for the Nintendo PlayStation. There's actually like pictures of it and stuff. So it's crazy.
That's so cool. I want to see pictures of it. I gotta Google it.
Yeah. So the thing is that Square Enix was made Mario RPG, for the Nintendo 64 because they were supposed to have a close working relationship, and then that ended up being the only game that they released together because of
Super Nintendo.
Or yeah, sorry, my fault. But yeah, it's that's what ended up happening. So have you ever played Overwatch, or do you play Overwatch?
I don't play Overwatch. No, it's on my list to try it out, but I got into Skyrim, so give me like 10 years, I might get into Overwatch.
All right, that's fair. That's a fair assessment because Skyrim is amazing. Like that's why there have been 800 versions of the game. Well, so we were going to talk about Overwatch for a second, but we'll go ahead and skip around since you mentioned Skyrim. Have you played Elder Scrolls Online?
I haven't played online because I just started on Storyline. I bought it a year ago. I didn't get started until like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so because Skyrim is one game, and then Elder Scrolls Online is an entirely different game.
Yeah.
So, you want to play through Skyrim first before you could jump to Elder Scrolls Online?
Oh, absolutely. I need to know the storyline and be invested, and then get into the online.
Well, Daniel and I play Elder Scrolls Online, so if when you are ready to start playing, let us know, and we're more than welcome to help you get started.
Absolutely, but I'm not going to be a healer. Can we just talk about this?
He's the healer. He loves being a healer.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like females are always freaking healers. And it gets so old. I'm not going to lie.
I've learned that there's too many shitty healers out there to...
Exactly. I mean...
I just had it myself. I was tired of dying.
Fair. That's why I like healing, but I don't like to heal others. I think the responsibility is too much.
So when we first started playing Elder Scrolls Online, Daniel and I, we didn't really have anyone else to play the game with. So to do the dungeons, it's recommended 4 people, like a 4-man dungeon. Him and I, we would 2-man it, as he is healer and I'm DPS, essentially, like DPS sort of tank.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took forever. Like, these dungeons are supposed to take like maybe 20-30 minutes as a group. It took us like an hour and a half as just the 2 of us, but we did it. You know what I mean? That makes us feel fucking good, because it's like we didn't have to put up with shitty randoms and people like these assholes that just join and suck. We're like, nah, we're gonna do this shit together, and we fucking did it. And so we can relate. My original character was just fully DPS so that I could kind of get 2/3 of the Holy Trinity, I guess. And my next character, I went with a mage so that I could do attack and heal. So
yeah,
that's what we have now. Is like, my mage is my main character, and he has his healer. So, I mean, you're welcome to join and play anything other than healer. So
I'll do tank. I'll do the tank.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
There's a spot. There's definitely a spot for you. So.
No, I've been loving the fact that I can steal from people and them not know it. But then they catch you off guard. It's like, come on, I jacked that horse like 2 hours ago. Where you been? Like, serious?
They were asleep on the job,
Yeah, like, now you're going to take me in? Like, I don't know what this is about, but I think it's great.
So have you encountered any arrow in the knee jokes or whatever yet?
Okay, here's the thing. No, but before even getting into the game, I made tons of them. So I still have the means. But yeah.
Well, as long as you're up on the knowledge of what the game's about,
absolutely.
It's all good.
Oh, it's very important. I will steal successfully. I refuse to pay for a horse. Nope.
I'm actually curious on how you steal in Skyrim VR.
Oh, that'd be cool if you could like legitimately reach into the back of someone's pocket.
Yes! It's so great. Maybe try something. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's something I want to try once the game drops in price. I already own like 4 versions of Skyrim, and I want the VR version too, but I'm not willing to pay $60 fucking for it.
It's not worth it. Just wait for the holidays. It's gonna go down on Steam anyway.
Steam sales.
The spring sale or the summer sales coming up in a couple of months.
Yes, so. Super excited. I gotta play Sims. Cannot wait because the price on Sims goes down. So.
Which Sims? 4?
No, all of them. So they have a package, Christmas package on Steam. I don't know if they're going to do it this time, but you get all of them for $20.
Oh wow!
It's fantastic.
That's cool. That's interesting. I read something earlier today, I think, that said there's a modder on The Sims 4 who makes $6,000 a month by modding drugs into the game.
Holy, what?
Yeah, so apparently this guy, I guess you have to pay for the mod, so that's how he's making the $6,000, but you can buy a mod that allows your Sims to take drugs.
That paying for mod thing is actually a really hot topic on Steam.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know if they did already, because I don't really do a lot of mods, but they were looking into making it so that the mods are part of the marketplace as well. And a lot of people who grew up with mods, knowing that they're free, are against it. But
I mean, yeah, I don't really agree with paying for mods unless it makes an entirely new game. I'm trying to think of what it was. I think Left 4 Dead was originally like a mod for Counter-Strike, or there was one of those games like that. So I mean, if it makes it an entirely new game, then I can see paying for it. If it's just like adding fucking horse armor to Skyrim, I'm not gonna fucking pay for that. Like, fuck off.
Just jack that. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, so we covered Elder Scrolls Online a little bit, but we also wanted to mention that Daniel and I got into the Somerset beta for Elder Scrolls Online, and so we're going to be playing that at some point. We probably going to stream it. They're in the rules that they sent us in the email. It says you can stream everything except the main storyline or a specific storyline quest.
It's the main storylines.
Yeah.
You can do the side quests.
All right, so we'll go fuck
That's
around
not
in the
fun.
world. No,
No.
it is fun. That game is super fun. If you like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online is basically just like
That'd be
Skyrim,
great.
but with multiple people. So,
Fair. Okay,
yeah.
more people I can jack, so we're good. Should be
And
great.
they're super cheap. Like the game itself, you can find on sale for like $12-13.
Well, that's not bad.
We gotta
Yeah.
get it. You gotta get it during one of the sales, but yeah,
Yeah.
It normally drops pretty low. But yeah, so we got the beta for that, and then last night the two of us streamed the Defiance2050 beta. And have you ever played Defiance?
No.
So
I've
it's like,
seen the previews, I've heard and I read about it, but I haven't played it.
okay, yeah, so it's like a third-person shooter that you said you saw it, and we were under the impression that it was gonna be kind of like a new version of the game, but tell her what it was, Daniel.
The same damn game. I remember we were like, this cutscene looks familiar. What the hell's going on? The intro cuts. Yeah, it's the same game. Apparently, it's supposed to look better. It's been 4 years since I played the last one, but it still looks like crap. The game itself is fun, but I don't know why they. I guess rebranding just to get new audience in.
Yeah, I don't. So it's basically just a slightly up-res texture version, and they're trying to, I don't know, revive the game or something. Maybe they're still paying for the servers or whatever, so they're just like, fuck it, we need to try and figure out what we're gonna do with this. But yeah, we
More money.
were a little disappointed because we thought it was gonna be kind of like a new experience, but it was basically just the same thing. But before we started streaming, I actually tweeted about it, and the Defiance official Twitter account retweeted us, and so like at one point I had like 9 people in my stream, which is a record. But while there were 9 people in the stream, the fucking servers were down. So like, hey, you guys are here to watch us play Defiance. I'm sorry, but they can't even keep their game up long enough for us to show it off.
God.
So it kind of devolved into talk about cake and pie and all kinds of just random stuff. And people were joining and asking, "Is the game down?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm sitting here spamming the like try to reconnect button. Just I don't know, but we wanted to show off the game. We'd play whenever we did reconnect. We were able to play it for probably about an hour or something.
We could try again.
We could,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. If you're interested, we have an account that has closed beta access.
It's pretty fancy of you. Yeah.
You
I might
know,
just be like, put me in.
yeah, we're gentlemen, so
Fair. Yeah. Okay, and you know what? Just for that, I might volunteer to be a healer. But I might.
Well, you're lucky that the beta only has the soul class, so everyone's running around the same class.
yeah. So you don't have to heal. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, good.
This world knows no healers.
I love it. I mean,
That could be like a group thing, like that we're the no healers, yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about Overwatch for a little bit. So if you don't know, then just hopefully you can be educated.
no. Yeah, I'm gonna take some notes on this. We're good.
Okay, so Hanzo is a character that's people like him, but it's became a meme to say that someone is a Hanzo main is like a derogatory term, like you're fucking Hanzo main.
So
Because he's a character that has a bow and shoots arrows, and one of his abilities is called Scatter Arrow, where basically he shoots into walls or floors, and then a shitload of arrows pop out, and it can instant kill a lot of characters in the game. Like you don't have to. It doesn't. People say it doesn't take skill because you can just aim at the floor and essentially kill someone.
So it's like playing Sliver deck.
in Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. Okay, got it. Go ahead.
Excellent. Yeah.
You can one-shot tanks if you do it right.
Right.
That's cheating. That's no.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, you play that character, you're done.
So that's why it became a thing. Like, oh, you're a Hanzo main, like as a derogatory term. Like, you don't really have skill. You're not whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people that play Hanzo that can aim and they're pretty good, whatever. But anyway,
it's a luck character.
Yeah, but the point is that they finally realized that ability was stupid and overpowered, so they're changing it. So what he has now is called Storm Arrows, which basically is like rapid fire, I think up to 6 arrows, and you can choose whether to unleash them all at once or do like one or two at a time or that sort of thing. And so it's a bit more skill. The skill cap's a little higher, so it's not going to be as cheap as just turning a corner and getting wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
So.
They do have lower base damage per arrow.
But you can fire, if you land all of them, it's kind of like wrecking them. But yeah, so that's in the works. I think it just hit the PTR the other day. And then they're also changing another character called Symmetra, who I have a pop figure of behind me somewhere. If it's not really. Anyway. She's one of my favorites, but her thing is she makes little turrets and she has they call it like a microwave gun. It has a lock-on beam, or you can charge it to shoot like little slow-moving projectiles at people. And her ultimate makes a teleporter or shields. And she's getting reworked because she didn't get a lot of use in competitive play and in the higher levels of Overwatch, like in the Overwatch League, that sort of thing. And so they're changing her. She's been in the support class since she came out, but she doesn't really do any support. All the other supports are like healers and give armor, that sort of thing. And so what they're doing is that they haven't announced specifically how they're reworking her, other than they're going to move her to the defensive category. So, yeah, taking her out of that healer spot because she's not a support character. So,
thank you. That's awesome.
It's good
I'm
when
against healers. We're good.
It's good when they listen to the community.
Yeah.
So
that's rare.
Yeah, their community engagement is awesome at Overwatch, or at Blizzard, I should say, in general. Jeff Kaplan does a really good job of looking at the forums and putting out the update videos that turned into a meme itself. But are you familiar with Dino Flask?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
You know the important stuff about Overwatch, then.
Of course, yes.
Excellent.
We need to play it. We're good.
Well, if you want to play it sometime, we'll play that with you too, because we jump on Overwatch every now and then. So.
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Got a team.
I'm adding myself to this team.
Yeah, and see, he plays healer in Overwatch too, and I play tank in Overwatch. So you're welcome to play DPS.
Yes, we're so good. As long as it's not a healer, we're good. Because you should know, if I ever heal you, you're doing something really bad.
I thought you were gonna say if I ever heal you, you're still gonna die.
I mean, you will. That too. But you must suck really bad for me to help you. You know what I mean? That's really bad.
Got it.
Yeah. Got you.
For sure. So we're kind of coming to the end already. I'm very sad, but is there anything else specifically you wanted to mention?
Ooh, I'm working on a new game.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about
it. It's a lot hard. Well, it's a lot harder than it sounds. I don't want to give too much away, but it's fantastic. It's funny, and it's Ninja-y. So, and his what is it? I'm not gonna say what he is, but his kryptonite is wind, water, and fire. So, yes. So it's fantastic, but it's really hard trying to create a game. So I currently have a team that I'm working with, and they're fantastic. And yeah, so if you guys ever have an idea of creating or wanting to do something, just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? So I'm taking a chance.
Yeah.
Is it going to be released on anything? Like a Steam?
I'm going to do it on Steam. I'm going to try it on Steam. But it's not going to come out for another year and a half. But start.
And so do you need like beta tester?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, you guys are already on my list. You don't know yet. You are. So we're good. Yeah.
Nice. So that's actually really cool. I don't know if I heard you mention that whenever we were at the meetup, but so is there like, what is your role specifically?
I'm the producer. because I suck at drawing. And computer programming is not my forte, except I'm not gonna lie, it was fantastic at MySpace background, and the music was legit. So
Getting those CSS style sheets.
absolutely, I got you. Play music where nobody else can find where to mute it. I'm great at it, but I need something more detailed for this game. So.
And so you had the idea, and then you just kind of hired people to actually make it come to life?
Yes, I didn't hire them actually. I asked them if they wanted to be part of this project, and they said yes. And I said, okay, let's just do it, and we're doing it.
Nice, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to be on the lookout. And whenever Melody lets us know information and beta tests and all that stuff, we'll definitely feature it on this channel for sure. So it's definitely something to keep your eyes out. Well, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and call this episode a wrap. We just wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported us, and thank you to Melody for joining us for this podcast. It's been a blast talking to you.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you for having me on.
All right. So for this episode, I've been Matthew.
And I've been Daniel.
And she was Melody. And we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.